is Transformation Tuesday. So just give me a few minutes. Let's get warmed up. Say hello. Welcome aboard. Let me know if I am coming in loud and clear. We are live, and we're live on Instagram, we're live on YouTube, and we're live on Facebook. So we're going to give a few minutes, let the algorithm let people know that we are live and in charge. We're going to be talking about transformation. Today we're going to be talking about decode your pain, how to make sense of your symptoms, start living your best life. So if you're just tuning in, please give me some thumbs up. Let me know if I am coming in loud and clear. Need to know if the volume's coming through. Need to know where you're located in the world. We have a couple different channels happening, and so I'd like to ask some questions about where people are. We're going to be going through a case study today about how physical pain and our subconscious mind are working together. Thank you, Amber. Appreciate you. Thanks for letting me know that things are happening that you can hear. And so when you get the book, I always flip open to the book and I find the page that we're going to talk about that day. And today I flipped open to page 62, and this is in the chapter 4, which is You Are Energy, and we're talking about the energetic shift. So I like to start by reading a little bit of the book. We're going to talk about some of the scenarios that come up around this topic. We're going to talk about some tools that you can use right at home for yourself to help bring you into calm and balance so you can live through the heart, in the now moment. You see, our emotions, when we get triggered, and I use that word, it's a very popular word right now, it throws us out of our ability to be grounded, our ability to be focused and concentrated. And then we are distracted. Once we are distracted, we got cut off there in Instagram, so I'll repeat. So once we get distracted, we can no longer focus on the inspiration we've been guided to on each and every day. So bear with me. It's almost 5 o'clock. The algorithm still connects people. We're live on multiple channels. Today is Transformation Tuesday. Every 5 o'clock on Tuesday nights, we go live stream from the office. And I got a couple announcements for you today. I have to go over and say thanks to a couple of my sponsors. And of course, I want to thank you for being here, learning to grow and empower and better yourself, because when you do that, it helps everyone around you. When you help everyone around you, it helps all people, all beings of life, all beings of light rise up to a better place. And this is what we're all about here on Transformation Tuesdays, here in the Transformation community. If you're on Instagram and if you're on Facebook, you're tuning in on my Dr. Kevin Drina page, and then of course if you're on YouTube, the same. And so if you're just catching this live on Instagram, oh boy, I'm getting a call. I don't know where from. All right, so thank goodness we got that interrupted and got that handled. Resuming broadcast. Okay. So first, let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if this is coming through okay, and then I'll continue. Let me know where you're at in the world. Let me know if you're in the United States, if you're coming in from South America, coming in from Asia, if you're coming in from Europe. Where are you in the world? I like to poll the audience. So I've had people from all over join us, and I'm excited about that. So, energetic shift. I flipped open to page 62. We're talking about energy in the human body. And if I scroll down to the last paragraph, I like to highlight this. And for our users on YouTube, this is where you can get all the information. Oh my goodness, I don't want to show that. There we are. So if you're on YouTube, you'll be getting a little bonus here. And so I encourage anyone to check out on my page, Dr. Kevin G. You should be able to find me. Oh, hello, Ohio, in the house. Welcome aboard. So in chapter 4 here, we're talking about the energetic shift. So let me read from the book here, page 62. In Western medicine, where we are used to addressing what presents physically in the body without any regard for the mental, emotional, or energetic components of it. For this reason, most treatments provide only temporary benefit and lackluster results. In rare occasion, when a treatment results in complete healing, the patient has somehow addressed the mental, emotional, and energetic component on their own. Scrolling down, remember this phrase: you are energy. You are more space than you are solid. Your body responds to your thoughts and emotions because they are energy. Your chronic thoughts and emotions hold your body at a standstill until you are able to shift them. So let me repeat that last statement. Your chronic thoughts and emotions hold your body at a standstill until you are able to shift them. Let me bring you back here. If you're on YouTube, welcome back. So what do I mean by those statements? Your chronic thoughts and emotions hold your body at a standstill. So let me give you a few points to build that topic, and then we'll demonstrate how your physical body is literally giving you insights into where you need a healing, where you need a mental upgrade, or where you need to let go mentally in your life so you can heal physically. I love to show these pictures. Has anyone ever seen a picture of a EKG? You know, EKG, electrocardiogram. This is where, and I'll show you first here, this bottom picture. This is where they put all these electrodes around your chest. Where you have this picture down here. And they're measuring the heart rate. And they're measuring, let's see, get there, right there. They're measuring different components of the beat. There's all this, if you've ever seen the heart rate, you know, it goes boom, 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 boom. Okay, it does all this up and down component. And each angle up and down, and where it goes up and down, how it goes up and down, is all how they look at the heart rate, the quality of the beat, and how it's functioning. We all know that when we have emotional thought, something exciting, something scary, it causes our heart rate to change. Our thoughts affect our body's function. So take another step. Look at people's posture. You can see when someone's having a good day by their body language. You can see when someone's having a bad day by when their shoulders are rounded and slunched. Their facial expressions are down. They're sullen. They're not looking somebody in the eye. Literally, we communicate without using words. Nonverbal communication, that's called. And some scientists place that as much as 90-95% of communication is nonverbal. And that means you are an expert at reading communication, because being around people, observing people, looking at their body language, looking at their emotions, getting a feel, a sense for what they're going through are all clues to you picking up what's going on. Scientists can even tell us that parts of our sense of smell, the pheromones, different components that are emitted by the human body are picked up and acted upon and responded by anyone else in the vicinity, cluing that person unconsciously in on what's happening around them. You see, our brain senses millions and millions and millions of bits of information per second. However, a very small amount, like less than 5%, is consciously able to be focused on. This means, hey, what's up? Solid Chip 18, good to see you. Hey, where are you coming in? Where are you from there? So yeah, let's say hi to everybody. Let's say hello, welcome aboard, because when you're tuning in with me, this means I know there's something in this message that you're resonating with. And so if you're here for any length of time, you're hearing what I have to say, this means there's something valuable for you here. And I love giving you information, because when you have more information available to you, you can rise up to a better position in life. You can have more peace in life. And when that has a positive rippling effect outward on everyone around you, and therefore everything in life. So when I help you, it helps me. It's a beautiful thing. And when I'm in a better place, I can help more people. So back to the story. Our emotions, our subconscious communication, our nonverbal communication. We are learning and communicating in ways without using words that are happening instantaneous. And our mind and our brain are interpreting, are perceiving, are expecting certain things to happen. And when our expectations, this is important, when our expectations are out of alignment, are out of alignment with what's happening, this is where we get the emotional trigger. This is when we lose our stuff and we are no longer in balance with ourselves, and therefore we can't be in balance with who we're working with, who we're talking to, or what we're interacting with. And when you're out of that balance, when you're in that emotional upset, you are no longer communicating with that highest power, that highest source. You are now working on your own, not in alignment with life, working out of alignment with life, fighting all the forces versus flowing with the forces. And so this is really what I am showing you today. This is really the message that I bring. The book Decode Your Pain is a book about how to learn to interpret the signals in our body. Where are they coming from? So what I mean by that is when you flip to the back of the book here we are. I'll show you this real quick. My little daughter scribbled in there. Anyway, when you flip to the back of the book, this is not a comprehensive list, but in the back of the book here, there's a chart. Now I'm going to show it to all the cameras. There's a chart that has body parts, emotional feelings, and possible symbolism. There's a number of locations around traditional Chinese medicine, around energy medicine, around applied kinesiology that goes into extreme depth into each area of the body, each organ, each gland, each meridian. In fact, some cases, different parts of the hand, different parts of the ear, different parts of the eye, different parts of the tongue, different teeth, all correlate with different regions of the body and mind, and therefore different thinking patterns. And it's just a wonderful thing. The human body, the human experience is a wonderful, complex, robust experience. And learning that you are a finely tuned instrument, learning to interpret the signals that are happening around you, and that so we can learn to interpret them in proper ratios of fear and love. So anyway, with that being said, different body parts have different connections, and specifically shoulders. Let's talk about shoulders. I have a wonderful shoulder story about me leaving the country, selling my business, and moving despite other people's desires. And I had significant shoulder pain, and that relates to carrying burdens, having difficulty accepting and living life in a joyous way. And I got to tell you, that was exactly my experience, and my body let me know. You see, physical pain is like a check engine light of a car. When the physical pain shows up, yes, there could be an issue that say for example I have shoulder pain. It could be an issue, yes, I could have hit it on something. However, as we get into the deeper understanding of anatomy and what's going on with the cells and the atoms, there's an attractive force that brought about an injury to that physical location. So why would this part of my body get hurt versus another part of my body? I have to start to look into the energetic connections of what this body part represents. I have to compare that body part location, what it represents, to what I'm thinking about and what I'm going through in life and how I'm perceiving that. You see, life is always responding for you. Now, whether or not you understand the laws of how things and experiences occur in life, how you bring about karma for good or for bad, well, that is up to you now to learn to understand those laws of nature. In fact, if you're on Instagram, you go to the Transformation Community channel. It's one of my 2 channels on Instagram. In the highlights section, there's a picture. It's 2 parts. And the picture is about the 7 laws of the universe, universal laws. Number 1, how all is mind, the law of correspondence, the law of reciprocal action, okay, reciprocity, and there's a couple other ones that I would be wise to have pulled them up. However, with that being said, there's 7 basic laws to how life operates at this space-time dimension that we're all in. And these laws play out in our personal relationships, in our profession, in our personal self-care, in our social enjoyments, in our recreation, in our family environments. There are these consistent laws that are in each of these areas of our life that we need to learn to properly navigate and properly apply to result in a satisfying, fulfilling life experience. So that's a mouthful. So let's just soak that in for a second. I can have some coffee with me right now. Let me pause for a minute. Let me talk about what's coming up. Because every Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, I go on live And today I'm happy to inform you, today's my last time doing the show here at this location where I'm in Collingswood, New Jersey. I am now moving to another location here, just down the street in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. It's a bigger space, more professional office space. I'm excited to expand my professional practice. With that being said, there's also an expansion in my virtual offerings, and I want to bring awareness to a couple of these programs. Number one, it's called the Transformation Program, and this is where I give you a course that walks you through the book to help you learn to identify things in your life, to give you a direction in life, to help you identify what you want in life. Because if you don't know where you're going, how can you ever get there? How can you ever interpret the signs so that you know if you're on the right track or not? That's why I wrote the book. And with that book, part two, after that course, is something called Become Your Own Healer. And that's a class where I teach you how to tap into your own psychic abilities, your own intuitive senses, to learn to feel and sense where these energies are stuck in relationship to your life, how to shift them so that then you can again flow freely and move forward in life. Now, what I'm most excited about moving forward is something called Synergy Solutions. This is where I have a group of doctor friends. We're getting on the same call at the same time, a live stream webinar, and we're doing group energy healing. Now, this is an amazing new, it's not a new concept, but it's a new way in which it's being delivered. And I'm excited to make a presentation in October 13th, I believe, at a seminar here in Philadelphia, the Koren Specific Technique, Koren Specific Technique. And if you're really interested, go to the website, KorenSpecificTechnique.com. There's I don't know if it's free, but there's an open forum section Friday nights. That's Friday 11th. And then there's an amazing seminar and amazing content all weekend. And I am doing a small presentation on Synergy Solutions, where we get multiple quantum healing doctors that do a chiropractic, they do energy healing of all varieties, and have amazing insights. And we get online at the same time, and we bring whoever's on the collective energy, and we shift the energy. We help align the energy so that you are working at your highest ability, aligning towards your most authentic self and your greatest purpose and passion here on this planet. Woo! That's a mouthful. So, where are we? Decode your pain. So today we're talking about you are energy and our emotions. So our emotions, our body responds to our emotions. I'm going to highlight right here. Remember, you are energy. You are more space than you are solid. Of the physical parts that are measurable that we find in our scientific communities, the cell. And the cell is made of all these atoms, and the atom is made up of a nucleus of protons and neutrons, and there's electrons spinning around, and those electrons and those protons and neutrons have even smaller parts, and they're all doing things. And yet when you go in there and measure the weight in the space, there's more emptiness, there's more unknown than there is known. However, and I should say, when we have an emotion, when we have a thought pattern, if it triggers these atoms and electrons and cells to align in specific ways, and therefore there's specific functions. And these functions change towards healthful results or towards disease or lack of health results. And so our emotional states have correlation to different areas of our body, and there's a flow to these emotional states. And these emotions, these mental perspectives, these expectations can get locked in pattern. And when we have a lock in pattern, that means there's lack of motion. That means there's dis-ease, lack of health, lack of ease, lack of life. This results in pain and problems and symptoms. And this is why people come see me. This is why people go see medical doctors. This is why people go do anything for their health, because there's something blocked in their life. There's something not functioning in their life. Therefore, it's interfering with their life, resulting in something they don't want. However, that pain, that problem, that thing they don't want, in that pain, in that problem, is the answer. And in that answer, there's a challenge. And that challenge must be overcome so you can then win. And when you win, you heal. And so what does winning look like? Well, oftentimes it looks like shifting your thinking patterns, shifting your beliefs, learning something about yourself, forgiving something about yourself, having compassion for something, learning that every human being is learning how to be a human being still. Well, how about that thought? I think we're going to close on that one. It has been a wonderful Transformation Tuesday. I want to thank you. If you have questions, you have comments, you have thoughts, please private message me, post a comment. I want you to get better because when you get better, it helps everyone else get better. We all rise with the tide. That's the rising tide principle. And so, if I can help you become more clear, more confident, more certain in your life, if I can help you learn how to shift negative energy in your life to become a positive asset, if I can teach you a skill to unlock stuck patterns, to free your emotional self, then this is a win. In fact, let's go over the one thing right now. It's called the 5 Thumps to Freedom. If you go to my YouTube channel, you can find this by searching 5 Thumps. And step 1, you click your hands knife edge together. Let's see if I can find it right there. It is. We can have our knife edge come together. Step 2, pound on that chest. And I'm sorry if you're getting the microphone. Step 2, pound on that chest. All right. Step 3, right on top of the head here. Step 4, right here, right underneath these clavicles, collarbone. And I'm going to throw another step in there, step 5, right here underneath. Oh, if you can't see me, I better back up. Right here on the sides. Can you see me right underneath the armpit? Right there, get in there. Now, 5 Thumps to Freedom, if you go to the YouTube channel, you may find some different ones. There's a number of points. I think there's like 13 different points. But these are good ones. Right there to the fingertips, right here at the top of the head. Called the kidney points in the chest, right there. Those 5 spots, you start thumping those, boy, you will have a change in your body's atmosphere. You will get to a place of calm, or if you're too low, you'll get to a place of up. That's right. It's called EFT. Thank you. Blessings, best regards. Thanks for joining in, and glad you had some fun. I had some fun. I'll see you next Tuesday. Special treat next Tuesday. If you stayed on this long, hopefully you'll be joining me next Tuesday. I'm coming from a special location. It's a new part of the world I've never been to. And I'm excited to show you a few things. Blessings and best regards. Peace. Now I gotta turn everything off.